Hello, my name's Elizabeth. What's your name?
Hello, Elizabeth. My name is Ramzan.
How are you today?
I am great. Thank you. How are you?
Um, I'm okay. I wish the weather was better. I'm American, but I live in Holland. Um, it's a country in Europe that is very, very rainy. And today, this whole week, it's cloudy and rain. So I feel a little sad about that. But why do you feel great?
I am feeling great because I was solving a problem in my coding. So I am a software professional. So finally, I solved that problem, and that's why.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know how that goes. I know a lot of people in software development. What is your stack? What do you work with?
Yes. Mm, actually, I am a full stack developer.
Okay.
So there are a lot of technologies, and according to demand, I work on different projects.
Okay. Very nice. So, what would you like to do today? Do you want to just chat? Do you want me to pull up like a lesson or a game? What's your goal for today?
Basically, I am practicing my listening skill.
Okay.
So yes, you will be communicating, and of course, I will able to understand you, and that is better for me in this specific class.
Okay.
So, what's your profession?
So, I am a teacher or an educator, we like to say in the US. I got a master's in my 20s, and then I taught in public schools in the US, mostly middle school, or you might call them secondary students. I did a lot of math, and I had a lot of students who were English as a second language students. So they came from another country and they were learning to speak English. And that was important because they needed to know English in order to take all their other classes. So usually there was lots of growth in those students over the year. Then I decided to move to Europe, and I've been teaching English privately for about 3 years now.
Okay, actually, I got the trip from my client to visit Holland, but at that time there was COVID-19, and I couldn't able to go there. But hopefully, I will be there very soon in the Holland because he gave me the trip that I should go there because I'm working for him for about 1 year.
It's,
So
before the virus, it was a great place to be. I really loved it. Small, easy to get around, lots of culture, beautiful places to
mhm.
see. The food is not very good though. Um, but since the virus, there's so many restrictions, and especially in Holland, everything is closed. You can't go to the restaurant, you can't go to the theater, you can't really visit your friends. You go outside, that's about it. The weather's miserable. So, weather's bad, you can't even go outside. So, I'm very eager to leave, actually. I'd like to go back to the US.
Okay. So, for example, you are a teacher. You was the teacher in US. So over there, you must have the degree, or how you get recruited in any school or college.
The way it works in the US is usually you go and you get a degree in education, and then you get a teaching license. 50 states, each state has
Mhm.
a different licensing test and process. But once you get your license, then you can teach in that state. And usually other states will accept your license too. So you can move and you convert your license. But many people,
And
oh, sorry, go ahead.
so over there, you are working as a government employee or private.
In the past, I was working in public schools, so schools that are paid for by the government for everyone's kids to go to.
Okay.
It was good. It was very hard, long days. Um, yeah, life is a bit easier working with private clients.
Yes, yes. So, okay, that's great. And other than that, how is about your culture? Your survival in the Holland is not too good, but in the US, you have a good survival, right?
Yeah, I would say the life, probably more than survival, I'd say like lifestyle. Like the lifestyle in the US, it's nice. It depends on what state you're in, but a lot of times you have your car, and in almost every state, things are open. There's rules, like maybe you can only sit outside at the restaurant, but you can go camping in the state parks and the national parks. You can travel, you can see your friends and family. There are lots of, how do I say, recommendations, advice, but there's very few laws about what you can't do. So maybe you're advised to not fly, you're advised to wear a mask, you're advised to not see too many people, but there's no laws. So in the end, you can choose what you want to do. And of course, it's a lot
Okay,
sunnier.
so
It's much
you
nicer weather.
and and you was living with your parents, or you have your own
Oh,
home?
I had my own home. Um, I was renting several apartments in different cities where I taught, and I was thinking to buy a house before I decided to, nope, move to Europe.
Okay. Okay, that's great. And other than that, for example, I am visiting to USA. So, what would be the difficult thing that I have to cope up with? For example, I am a new one over there. So, as you see my beard and hairs, maybe they will be thinking that I am a Muslim. So, is that type of culture there that if someone is a Muslim having this type of hairstyle or beard, then they are treating in a different way? So, is it like that?
Yeah, I think there are places it's like that. And yeah, if you're going to visit the US, I think it's something you have to consider. I'm sorry to say it, but I do think that's reality.
So, you mean that police are general public?
Um, well, police are just people too. So, yeah, I would say people may treat you a little differently when they see you and your beard, and they may be thinking twice about who is this guy. And, you know, it's sad to say, but true. Not everyone, but yeah, you probably would encounter some of that.
So you mean that why they have any type of misconception or what? Why they are doing this one? Because in most of the cases we consider that the most educated people are from USA, and why this type of thing already still exists?
Well, sorry, it's a big country. There are lots of, I'm so sorry. There's
It's
um
okay.
there's lots of educated people, but there's also a lot of uneducated people. So you run into both kinds. And for Americans, it is unusual for most people to see someone with a big beard, long hair. Younger Americans are more diverse. They grow up with people from a lot of backgrounds. So it's more normal that people who are older, they they live through things like 9/11, and so they still have a lot of these conceptions and these fears.
Okay, so accordingly they are considering the other people. Okay, and there are less population which is uneducated, right?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's a big country, but yeah, there are a lot of people that still believe, for me, a lot of crazy things. I mean, look at how many people still support Trump. So,
Yes, yes, I seen that he was a president, and still there are people who hate him, and they have expressed their behavior in such a way that I thought that Trump is one of the bad guy. Why? He supported the country for for 5 years, I think. All right,
four years.
4 years, and then still okay. They have the diverse nature.
Yeah. It's crazy.